What's up, guys? Zeramus555 here, coming to you guys with a deck profile of none other than 6 Samurai. I mean, you probably don't want to see this, it's probably boring, but I really like this build. It's testing really well, and I think it shapes well in the format. It's basically just OCG Sams. I mean, it's just Asceticism. I'm not running the crazy dojo Sams anymore. They were fun, but they just weren't effective enough. They weren't consistent. This deck is really consistent. 2-0 Holden and 2-0 people on DN often. I mean, I know it's DN, but yeah, no, I'm like you guys know I've been playing Samurais for quite a long time now, and it's one of those decks I just feel always comfortable going back to. I'm going to be testing against Brennan and Bodine's water decks probably tonight, so we'll see what happens in that sense. But yeah, without further ado, I am still looking for Super Kagemushas. If anybody has those, let me know. I need a play set. They're only worth like $8, which is crazy. So I mean, if you guys want to work something out, that'd be sick. Anyways, without further ado, I'm not going to do the deck profile, you know, like I usually do. I'm just going to kind of go through it card by card, talk about it, and go from there. So we got 2 Kageki. Now, the reason I'm running 2 is one's just not enough. Sorry, guys. One's just not enough. It's Asceticism Sams. Really, the best play is you just open up with like that, and an Asceticism on Kageki. Sorry, guys, losing my voice apparently. And it's really, really good. You basically just bring out a Irou or you bring out an Enishi, and you just put in work. It's really powerful. You make a Shi En first turn as well. Enishi's just a very, very underrated card. So, yeah, anyways, sorry, I'm talking too much about this card. 2 Kageki, 3 Kagemusha, not going to say anything about that. A lot of times, though, he's really good just for getting on the field, protecting Shien, so if they try to drop a Caius or something. Just one Enishi, or, sorry, one, oh my gosh, I'm having a brain fart. One Elder, really, really good card. Two's too cloggy. I mean, I know this is Asceticism Sams, but most of the times you're going to be opening up with this and Asceticism. And he's good because you can special. I like that sense. A lot of times you get like hands with him and Kizan and United, and you're like, okay, well, special. You know, if they negate it, it's like I still got my normal summon, and I can do like a Shien play or something. So just one's really good. 1, 2, just 2 Kizan. No, I'm just kidding. 3 Kizan. I don't know if you guys saw Patrick Hoban's ban list thing on the Ultra Reality Games thing, but I want to say that that's probably the worst article that has ever been written on that page, and they really need like an editor to go through their videos, because honestly their blogs and stuff, because that article should not have been written. He said Kizan should go to 1. That is the most retarded thing I've ever heard. If anything needs to get hit in this deck, it's Gateway, but I think if they hit Gateway, then, you know, that'd give leeway for them to put Shien back up to 2 or something. So, I don't know. That freaking article was pathetic. It was just basically he said put every card to 1, and then the game would be better. But no, it's just going to make it a giant sack fest more than it already is. It's Yu-Gi-Oh, dude. You don't like it, don't play it. 1 Grandmaster, 2 Clogs. One's just really good. Zanji, he is a target for Asceticism with Kizan. Lots of cool plays. You can do rank 4. And he gets over Reaper, Marshmallow, you know, those cards that, you know, are stalling out, getting in your way. He also gets over bigger cards, which is nice. Once again, like I said, Enishi, MVP of the deck. This guy is a beast. I'm sorry, I'm just moving the camera a little bit closer here. Basically, you just bring this guy out with a Shien and you win. It's just like, this is so good versus heroes. It's so good versus so many other decks. You can OTK with it. Use it during your opponent's turn. Use it during the battle phase. It's just such a good card. He goes up to 2200 with his 2 other Samurais in the field, so very, very powerful. Now, I wasn't sure about this guy. I noticed a lot of OCG builds are running him, and I did test him out after Junior was playing him. And I was like, oh, maybe this guy's not going to be as good anymore because no one's really running Geargias and stuff. But it still tested really well. Like, the opponent had like a set Reaper or something, and you just summon this, like, blow it up. You know, people are still running Battle Searchers like Tomato and whatnot. It's just such a powerful card. I'm actually thinking about maybe putting Book of Moon in here for something just because of this guy. I mean, and I like Book of Moon. It's good just for getting over cards like Christian and stuff. But it's just such a powerful card, and it's also a Asceticism target with Kageki and with Enishi, so really, really good. Last Samurai I'm running is Spirit. You guys know I love Spirit. I will not run a Samurai deck without him. A lot of Samurai players are not running this card. I can understand why. I mean, like, you open up with it and you're like, oh, I wish this was something else a lot of times. But, I mean, you just slow play it out, and you know, you could search it out with your Smoke Signal. You summon this, activate the effect. Nobody runs Valor anymore, which is sexy. And then you equip it to Shi En. So good. 3,000 Shien. If Shien dies, this dies instead. You get a draw every turn. That's huge. It's like, you plus off Shien's effect and you plus off this. It's like a +2 every turn. It's ridiculous. It's also really good with double-edged sword technique. You bring back Shien and this guy, equip it Shien, end phase Shien's supposed to die. This will die instead, and the Shien just stays in the field. So really, really good. I will not run Samurais without Spirit. So it's one of those very powerful cards. And then 2 Maxx I'm running for my traps. You need to get to your power cards fast. There's still a lot of special summoning in this game. I mean, I'm not running Valor. Sometimes I wish I was, but I think a Maxx is just a better choice. Valor's just minuses you, and I'd rather run something else. But such a good card. Just lets you draw your Gateway and your United's quicker, and a lot of people like to go off first turn. Windups are still in this game. Decent versus Rabbit. This deck has a really good Rabbit matchup. So that's the monster count. I believe it's 15 monsters. Might be 16. I think it's 15 though. On to the spells, we have triple Asceticism. I was kind of against this card for quite a while. That's why I was running the Dojo build, just because I found like you activate this, your opponent's like Maxx C, and they get an automatic +1 because you have to synchro XYZ that turn. But it adds a lot of speed for the deck, a lot of consistency. It's basically another searcher, and I don't know. I would not run Samurais without it now that I've done testing. It's just too good. Your obvious 6 Samurai United, triples, and 1 Gateway. I heard some people saying that this card needs to get limited. That would, make it so Gateway's less broken. But I mean, once again, this card's not the problem. It's much like Karakuri Anatomy, where you need 2 Samurais to make it active, or you just use 1. I see a lot of people in DN all the time just using 1. And that's really bad. Like, you want to save this in your hand and save your Samurais until you can make that initial play. And then Gateway obviously is the most busted card in the deck and one of the best cards in the game. You get this first turn with you get this in United first turn with 2 Samurais, you win. But you get this by itself in like an Asceticism and a Kagemusha, you're still going to have 3 Samurais in the field with a Shien, a Spirit, and probably a Grandmaster. Then you're going to have 1 more search in your hand. So it's just really, really powerful. Yeah, stupid card. 2 Smoke Signals and 1 Rhoda, Sexy Hobby League. Smoke Signal, awesome. Such a good card. Could go back to 3. Just kidding, that wouldn't happen. And then my last 2 cards are running Storm and Reborn. I was running a single MST, but the more I tested it, the more I kept drawing it, and I was like, I wish this was something else. So what I ended up actually doing is dropping the MST for the Spirit, and so far I'm very happy I made that decision. Spirit's just so good, and I know the MST a lot of the times was either dead, or I was just like blind MST in something to hope that I could go off, but I'd rather just play around the back rows, in a smart manner. And, Reborn's obviously busted. I don't run Dark Hole in there, you just don't need it. You always have field presence, so you draw, and it's usually pretty dead. So, on to traps. We have 1, 2 Compulsory. I was tempted to take these out Phoenix Chains, but this deck still has a hard time getting over stuff like Zen Mains and whatnot, even though I can make Catastor pretty easy. But I just like this card still. It's really good. You can bounce back your Kizan, special them again, gets more counters. Cool stuff like that. 1, 2 Bottomless. I still love this card. It's fantastic, even though water is a deck. It's good pretty much against everything else. 2 Magatama. This card's still fantastic as well. Amazing in the Rabbit matchup. I think you need to run this card just because Rabbit's such a popular deck right now. It's just, protects your field. You get that and like a Warning and a Judgment set, and you have a game. 2 Warning, 1 Judgment. The trio. It's good in this deck. 1 Deep Prison, 1 Mirror Force. I was going to run 2 Mirror Force, but I decided the 1 Deep Prison was still, just efficient. I may cut it out, though, for a 2nd Mirror Force. But I like just removing every once in a while. It's good. And last but not least is 1 Double-Edged Sword technique. I still like this card. I tried 2. It was too many. It's too cloggy opening turn. But I like the 1 just for those quick Samurai plays, or, Swarm in the field, or a free XYZ or Synchro. It's just really good. So that's the deck, guys. It is 40 cards. I'm not going to show you the extra deck. It's pretty much the same it's always been. You just run, it's pretty much, though, turn into, 5 Synchros, 10 XYZs, which is crazy. Samurais used to be such a crazy Synchro deck. Scrap Dragon. I run here. Scrap Dragon. Barkion's my level 6. Shi En, Naturia Beast, Catastor. Those are my only Synchros. Then for XYZs, I run Shockmaster, Shadow, Excalibur, Blade Armor Ninja. I'm running Gandiva because I really like Gandiva. I'm running it over Roach. No one really runs Chaos Dragons anymore. And then Maestro, Papilloperative, Utopia, stuff like that. And for my only ranked 3s, I run Zen mains, and I still like Emmett Xavier Invoker. I run him as well. So anyways, guys, that's the deck. I'll have the deck list down below. If you want to check it out quickly, I'll have the extra deck below there too. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And other than that, you guys have a fantastic day. I'm going to trying to keep making more videos for you guys now that I'll be home and I'll be working a nice steady job where I'll have the evenings off. I can do this for you guys. So anyways, thanks for watching. Peace.